From the newsroom at news.com.au.
This is the latest from the newsroom. It's Monday, the 15th of March. Former Liberal staffer Brittany Higgins has delivered an emotional public address at the Canberra March for Justice, including a powerful swipe at Prime Minister Scott Morrison. In her first appearance since she went public with her story with news.com.au on February 15, Ms Higgins shocked the crowd when she stood to speak in front of thousands of protesters.
I watched as the Prime Minister of Australia publicly apologised to me through the media, while privately his team actively discredited and undermined my loved ones. I tuned into Question Time to see my former bosses, people that I had dedicated my life to, deny and downplay my lived experience.
The March for Justice rallies are held across Australia today to protest the unacceptable treatment of women in the workplace and the community and the right of women to feel safe. Organisers of the rally have said they're expecting more than 100,000 people to march today through Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra and Brisbane. In other news, Christian Porter has launched a defamation action against the ABC and journalist Louise Milligan, confirming he will go under oath to deny an historical rape allegation they aired. The broadcaster published the claim that a Morrison government minister raped a 16-year-old in 1988 when he was 17, an allegation he's vigorously denied. Milligan, a Four Corners reporter, did not name Mr Porter, referring to a senior cabinet minister, but he revealed himself publicly just days later. A statement from Mr Porter's lawyers today confirmed he has begun defamation proceedings against the ABC and Milligan. It claimed the allegations were false and Mr Porter had been subjected to trial by media without regard to the presumption of innocence. To New South Wales now, and authorities are in a desperate search to find the source of the state's latest COVID outbreak, with the state's top doctor suggesting more cases would be found. Premier Gladys Berejiklian has revealed there are so far no additional cases of COVID-19 after a hotel quarantine security guard who tested positive for the concerning UK strain of the virus. The 47-year-old man who works as a security guard at 2 quarantine hotels in Sydney tested positive for the virus on Saturday night after contracting it from a returned traveller staying at the Sofitel Wentworth. 3 new cases announced in New South Wales on Monday were acquired overseas, and one overseas case reported last week was found to be an old infection following further investigation. To TV now, and David Koch made a very awkward joke about Natalie Barr on her first day as his Sunrise co-host after Sam Armitage's shock exit. Barr started off the show by thanking everyone who had sent her well wishes on her first day of her new job. Koch also wished his co-host well before taking a cheeky jab at the 52-year-old who has been a long-standing newsreader for The Breakfast Show.
After 18 years as part of the family, and we were never convinced that she could do this after 18 years.
Hey, excuse me.
It's a bit of apprenticeship, isn't it?
Okay, first 5 minutes I'm already punching you. This is going to be fun.
Finishing with showbiz, and the Grammy Awards is on today with Taylor Swift and Beyonce expected to be some of the big winners from the event. Bey is leading the pack with 9 nominations and T-Swift coming in after with 6 nominations for her surprise lockdown album Folklore. News.com.au will be covering the event, providing details on the winners as they're announced and detailing the best and worst dressed celebs. And hey, if you want to uncover tips and tricks on how to live well, check out How to Be Happy, the podcast, where host Kate DeBrito talks to experts, celebrities and ordinary people about their secrets for a happy life. Listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify today. That's it for this episode of From the Newsroom. We'll be back with another episode in the morning.
Your headlines from news.com.au.